this one, please. Thank you. Right then, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Pirates of the Caribbean. Or Sea Dogs 2, or whatever you wish to call it, depending on whereabouts in the galaxy you happen to be located at this present time. Idiot. Someone's got a 1,000-yard stare. Either that or just not very well-programmed eyes. Never mind, we have a Frenchman to protect. I mean, an Englishman. Definitely. I mean, no, actually, he is English, isn't he? He is English, but we need to sort of pretend that he isn't. Oh, goodness. I am in a wee pickle. Okay, so all of the friends that we murdered out in the tavern have somehow reported back to their compadres that, oh goodness, that we murdered them. But it's alright, because we have an ally here who is going to protect us.
Do take better care of your vessel.
It's not my vessel I'm worried about, mate. It's my friend's spleen. We need to hide. The French soldiers are after us. Why? I don't know. I definitely didn't murder 5 of them half an hour ago, which I mean last week. We can discuss it later. The soldiers will be here any moment. Alright, I will hide you, but do not worry. I will put them off your scent if they show up here. Thank you. Where are we hiding? Oh, goodness. We are hiding in the loft. I thought we were going to hide in that little spare room around the back. Oh goodness, they searched thoroughly, didn't they? Crying out loud, they didn't search his back room, they didn't search the rest of the shipyard, didn't even search behind the desk. These are very silly soldiers.
My dear Captain, do take better care of your vessel.
My dear shipyard, man, do take better care to come up with multiple voice lines, but never mind. I showed the soldiers to the door, so maybe now you can tell me what happened. It looks like the French suspect Tobias, and they've decided to catch him first and ask questions later. More like stab him first, but never mind. That seems the size of it, yes. I thank you for your help. Don't mention it. Perhaps you could do me a favour in return. I need to get something to Redmond, but I'll only arouse suspicion if I take it there myself. And this is something you could not ship in the usual way. No, the contents of this chest are extremely important. I cannot trust some stranger with it, but I trust you. That's why I asked you to deliver it to Redmond if you're willing. After what you've done for me, how can I refuse you? Okay, we have another little quest then. Get this to Charles Wyndham. He is the owner of the Redmond Tavern. Tell him it's from me and he will understand. Please tell me that you don't have, like, the chopped up corpse of someone's wife in here. Right then. I've got to keep to our agreement with that French captain. The bloodless creature of a French ship is too good to pass up. Capture. Creature. How many creatures have you met that don't have blood in them? Well, the answer to that question is single-celled organisms, but that isn't the point. I can't imagine how I'll reach him. I'm sure there are guards at the gate leading to the jungle. Also, I have to question something. The guards aren't looking for us now, but surely as soon as we step out the door, they're going to be searching for us again, because at least 6 of them had a jolly good look at me with their Jeepers Creepers. Anyway, how do I do this again? I can't remember. What is the plan, my friend? I have the money I promised the Frenchman, but the guards know my face now, and I cannot make it far in the streets. Where were you supposed to meet him? He'll be in the tavern this evening, but I can't go there with the risk of being recognised. What shall we do then? I have to let him know to meet us somewhere else, somewhere safe. No one knows you here, right? Apart from all the people we just ran past, but never mind. And all the people who were here last time I was here at Ox Bay, and I murdered that other lieutenant. You can go and tell the French captain I'll wait for him behind the tavern by the city wall. I don't know, I'm not exactly incognito here. I've already been caught in one fight, more than one fight. Do not worry about that. The other participants are in no condition to speak now, are they? And as for Everard, he won't give you away. Besides, my friend, if you don't go, we're out of options. Very well then, this does seem quite dangerous. It's not nearly as dangerous as what I have planned for later, but it's quite dangerous. His name is Rabel Yavenu. There goes my continental audience. He'll be sitting at the front of the bar under the stairs. Got it. Let's try and get some rest before the evening comes. I presume that was the rest. It is time. Move carefully and calmly, and you'll have no trouble from the guards. I'll do my best not to make an absolute brass band of going across the street. Now, that is the usual route. By the way, I almost forgot, we sail away from this island on the French ship, and your people, I think, should return to your ship and deliver it to Redmond. Good. Okay, so I need to meet the captain, get him to meet behind the tavern, get everything all negotiated between him and Tobias. I still can't go through here, can I? No, this is a shame, but never mind. Then I need to escort him out of the city and get back to my ship so that we can... I love that they just drew their swords for a moment. They thought, I know him, he's the man we murdered earlier. Oh wait, no, he is slightly different because he's, I don't know, combed his hair in a different direction or something. I haven't even changed my clothes, for crying out loud. You never change your clothes in this game. I mean, in no RPG, apart from RPGs where you're like wearing armor, you change your clothes, but still, that's not the point. Let me try and get in here without being seen by anybody. Okie dokie then. Where is our friend? This is probably he. Here. We deal with a lot of these people. I was about to say he's very quiet, but apparently it seemed that I'm rather wrong about this. Don't you see anyone else to drink with? How can I help you? Tobias will not be able to come to the tavern. What? Why? And who are you? I am Nathan Hawke, and I bring a message from Tobias. This wasn't part of the plan. Has he changed the deal? I'll order his arrest immediately. That would be quite difficult, given he's already got an arrest warrant for a trifecta of murders out on him. No, wait, we ran into trouble and had to change the place of the meeting, but that is all. This is terrible. This could be a trap. You're going to sail your island to Redmond and then surrender yourself to the English. So you're going to end up in prison anyway, so what do you care? Sounds like you're losing your nerve. No, please tell me, what message did Tobias have for me? He is ready and waiting for you behind the tavern near the city's wall. Why could you not come here? There are too many French soldiers. I see. I suppose you want time to read the subtitles. Yeah. Yeah, frankly I do. There's a man over there and I really don't want him to see me. Well, so much for worrying about getting recognised. Right. I've brought my identical twin friends here. We're ready. What's next? How do we get into the ship? Here's what we do. Rabel will go ahead to his ship, business as usual, and we will simply follow him as if captains or attendants. Alright. But how about we, like, I don't know, put a bag over our head or something to try and discourage the French from noticing us? Okay, we can try. We'll stay as close to him, and let's pray we don't get stopped. Otherwise, the French will be in a royal pickle. Oh gosh, we are so frickin' dead. You saw nothing, friend. You saw the grand total of Diddley Squad. Hi. Don't move. Who are you?
And I'll see your head in a basket.
Oh, shush. Crying out loud. We are friends of the good captain here, or perhaps you're those English spies we've been searching for. Not at all, I assure you. We are friends of the captain. Or, yes, you've got us. We're spies. The captain arrested us, and now he's bringing us to his ship for questioning. Ooh, that seems a risky thing to say, but I feel like... it might work. Is that so? Then why are you armed? Something is wrong here. We'll hold you for... Oh. Run to your ship. Well, this was a dangerous thing to do, wasn't it? He makes a very, very good point. These French are far more observant, and they pay a lot more attention to what's going on than I ever give them credit for. They have a much better intelligence network, and they have eyes, which perhaps I shouldn't have underestimated them to such a ridiculous degree. Is that a frigate? I do... I thank heaven for that. Good. Run, rabbit. My giddy aunt. Okay, so the fort is a little across at us, which is quite understandable. There's also a battleship, 2 frigates over there, which is also understandable. Goodness, this ship seems fast by comparison to mine. Okay, let's get out of range of the fort as quickly as we physically can, and then try to avoid this battleship, which is undoubtedly going to kill us. Yeah, they're definitely after us. I could shoot at them, but I don't think there's a hell of a lot of point. I mean, I'm going to, for the sake of the, for the sake of missing quite badly. But, I suppose I should try. Oh, I think we shot at the fort as well. Oh, Kitty Yarn, I keep forgetting that you can't see the main bit of the HUD when we're in battles. Oh, gosh. I really don't want to come across the side of him, because we're going to, oh, we're going to take a battering from their cannons if we do that. Okay, let me, no, we seem to be doing alright, actually. Depending on the speed of their ships, because I'm not entirely sure what my ship is. It is a rank 2, which is what a frigate is, but if you see, those frigates have sort of got a blue stripe on them above the lighter colouring, versus we've got a sort of a red stripe. But I think all of the classes of ship have the same model. But it's going to be alright, because we're just going to sneak through here, and then nobody's going to see us. And then I don't know where we're going, or what we're trying to achieve at this point. I don't think we're going back to Redmond. I think we need to go and find my ship, which I think is Dr. Greenford. So I think we're just about alright. We did it and everything. No, I do not want to sail back to them, for crying out loud. What happens if I go to Greenford Port and then I moor? Hi. Let's go to the ship and get underway. Okay, I wish I had your confidence. You and me both. Okay, right. Let's just all take 2 seconds and calm down there, because A, that was very cowardly, but B, surprisingly successful. Okay, let me have a quick look at the quest book to see if I can figure out what's going on here. I have to get back to Redmond Harbour for my ship. Who's bringing my ship back then? Is no one bringing my ship back? I mean, I presume I've left my first mate in charge of it or something. Okay, fine. Let me save, just in case we run into another storm. Because goodness knows that that was only slightly disastrous last time. Okay, now, before we go on the map, I need to get my own map, right? Because whilst editing the last video, I tried to make sort of a little map of my own. Of all the different islands, at least a few of the ones that we saw, and sort of which direction they're in. So according to my very squiffy map, if I could ever find any space amongst all of these 562,000 cables, we need to go north from Ox Bay. So let me just scoot my bum out of here. So we need to come around the side here, and come back to that later, because that's my next little job, as soon as I get away from these Frenchmen. And Redmond should be... That's a lot of money for the salary. That's a lot more than it was before, presumably because we're on a much bigger ship. I don't know why I'm paying the French soldier's salary, but never mind. I can't afford to lose any reputation, because I can't figure out how to gain any reputation. Right, we're going to be alright. Most of the French seem to be leaving us well enough alone. We just need to get to the island without the French assaulting us. And then suddenly we can appear here. Not sure how we managed that.
You are welcome in my port, for as long as England wants you here.
I, my friend, am a British citizen, so as far as I'm concerned, you need me. Right. And also, I'm the only person around here who can successfully run away from the French, which is an absolutely vital skill when it comes to waging naval warfare. Congratulations, Captain. Honestly, I cannot tell you what a relief it has been since I took you into my services. Thank you, sir. Tobias has informed me of your exploits, and you and Glover seemed quite satisfied with your cruising together. I cannot think of any exploits. You are too modest. Well, here is your reward. I suggest you make your vessel seaworthy. You will have to set sail again very soon. What sort of mission do you have for me this time? Can you not give me a break? Have I not earned a little annual leave yet? At least like an evening in the tavern? The Siege of Ox Bay. You will join our squadron that is going to free the island. I am in no way strong enough for this. Because there's that battleship, there's that 2 frigates, and there's the fort. I think the best strategy would probably be to try and draw the ships away, and then try to sink them, or better yet, board them and commandeer them to increase our armada, and then go in for the attack on the fort, but we shall have to wait and see. When will the squadron set sail? Soon. For now, do whatever you need in the city, and then when the time comes, you will be notified. Get some rest and relax. Every captain should have a hearty evening in the tavern after a sail. I will send a messenger for you there. Oh my giddy aunt, that was very stressful and such like. I don't guess I can go up into his chambers now. I don't particularly wish to go into such a gentleman's chambers, but never mind. I don't seem to be able to steal any of his things, which is a shame. How much did he pay me? Again, I've got no idea because I don't remember how much it was before. I think we had about 14 grand before, and then we paid 2 grand for the crew, so maybe we're up to about 10 grand payment again. Alright then. Goodness, it's been a bit of argy-bargy going on in the tavern recently. They've had to hire a couple of bouncers. Good evening, gentlemen. Can I help you with something?
No pray, no pay, right, matey?
Cursed pirate. You don't say. Hey, buddy, you have something that belongs to us. If you peacefully give it to us, the chest, we won't even kill you. There are a lot of soldiers behind us. What chest? I don't know what you're talking about. You don't mean my own, this region, do you? Which I forget the name of. Torso, that's the word I'm looking for. The one you've brought here from Oxbay. Give it to us. It is ours. I don't like to be threatened, and you shan't be having the chest. If you insist on being stubborn, then you'll lose your life, and don't think the soldiers will save you. Oh, gosh. Okay, we'll see. Your steel cannot hurt us. Want to try? Not really. Would you gentlemen please help? Okay, right. Let me see what I can do.
No pray, no pay, right, matey?
Now you see that you can't beat us. Not really, because I was slightly pointed in the other direction while trying to scarp her, but never mind. You see that you cannot beat us. I'll offer you one last time. Give us the chest or we will kill you. I really want to save and then say no, because I don't want to appear like a coward after all of the running away that I have done today. It is impossible. I cannot believe my eyes. I told you cannot kill us. Relax, you'll get drunk and forget about this. Now stop chattering and give us the chest. Oh. Fine. Fine, this game doesn't hesitate to kill you if it wants to, so I don't think I will be able to kill these kids. So, fine, take it and go. We'll be leaving, and I'll tell you one thing. The lad who asked you to deliver the chest set you up very badly. We could kill you, you know. You lot did a hell of a lot to help, didn't you? Interesting. I presume, then, that I stand corrected about a comment I made previously, where I said that the skeletons didn't have anything to do with the cursed Aztec gold of the actual first Pirates of the Caribbean game. But it seems that I'm entirely incorrect, and that the... Who the hell are you people? Why is there no one else here? There isn't an officer here, is there? I'd rather not hire one if I could. Hello, you! You have a nice hat on. You are Oswald Nearsmith. What an excellent name. Yes, because they couldn't be killed, and that was the whole shtick of the Aztec gold, wasn't it? That the pirates who took it would be immortal and invincible, but that immortality then became its own curse, as it so often does in fiction. So that was very interesting. I thought the skeletons were just bog standard ordinary skeletons. I didn't actually know that that was in it. I'd completely forgotten that was there. Most interesting. We shall have to investigate this further. Right then, what can you do? A good navigator. Good. 2,800. Sheesh, that's a lot of money. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll hire you, for goodness sake. Do you even have a pistol or anything? Okay, I really want an assistant. Here we are. What do you have as a sword? I'm not sure. It looks quite exciting. Can I, no, I was wondering if I could trade with him, perhaps, and, equip his bits and bobs. So what can we see in comparison to him? He's roughly the same. Lower leadership, lower cannons, lower accuracy. Can I change ships? And I'm not bothered about changing the ships. I wanted to see if I could, swap out his weapon and pistol for something better, but I don't think I've got anything better to give him, but never mind. But yeah, I really want a officer because I want to try and commandeer a ship later and bring it home and sell it. So what my plan was to find some English and some pirate ships that were fighting each other, because then the English would be on my side, and that would even the odds a little if there were more than one pirate ship. So, I vaguely recall you, but I don't recall Beardy over there. Right then, you there.
Fish a clan!
Oh, shut up. I want to talk to you about a chest. No, apparently I don't want to talk to you about a chest. You know rumours. Here, Redmond Governor again. Hush. Okay, so I can't talk to him about the chest then? Deliver the closed chest. I gave the chest to the strangers. They informed me that the shipman must have set me up, and if it was he who asked me to deliver this particular chest, I must ask him what they could be talking about. Yeah, I'm convinced that that chest contained a number of the Aztec gold amulets that the pirates have to return in order to lift their curse. Alright, how's the ship? It needs 80 people. It's got 62. That's probably all right. I don't know if I can be bothered to get any more, since we're probably going to we're probably just going to get into another fight and they're all going to die later. I have decided that we need to rename the ship. So what I have decided to name it, because I think this is an excellent name, is we're going to call it the HMS, not the HMK. I don't even know what K can stand for. I don't know. His Majesty's Cossack or something. I don't know. No, what we're going to call this, because it used to be a French ship, and it is now being used for English purposes, we are going to call it the... I'm going to do a jump cut, because this is going to go quite slowly as I attempt to find the keys on here. Where's the bloody R? There it is. It's in alpha. Who put this in alphabetical order? What silly person did that? There. We're going to call it the HMS Turncoat, because we have stolen it from the French and made it our own. Excellent. How's the cargo hold looking, by the way? Because if I remember correctly, it's already full. Yes, it is. Mainly because we've got loads and loads of weapons, and not a hell of a lot else. But never mind. Never mind. Maybe what I should do when I'm attacking the like the battleship and the frigate, maybe I should use the grapes, actually, because they're useful for killing the crew, if I remember correctly. Iron shots fired from a cannon that sweep the desks. The desks. I don't think there are desks on the decks of an enemy ship. I don't think they're standing there doing their taxes. With a terrible effect at short range. Okay, yeah, so it badly damages the crew. Versus these, which are good for the mast, and these which are good for general damage. Indeed. Okay then, so where are we at here? Wait for new orders. Unfortunately, I have little choice. All the city's entrances are blocked. The only thing I can do is await his order at the tavern. Oh. I'm not allowed to go and commandeer a ship. Alright, can I speak with these people?
Always a pleasure, mon capitaine.
Hello, I didn't expect to see you here. Believe me, I'm just as surprised to see you. We can't seem to keep away from each other lately. Who is this person? I remember she's involved in the main quest line, but other than that, I don't remember anything about her. Presumably this is some old flame of Nathan's. I didn't see what's so funny. Go bother someone else if you've got nothing better to do. Still hiding your deep and abiding love for me, are you? Well, fair enough. If you'd rather be alone, that is how I will leave you. Evening, gentlemen. I always feel nervous when I... If I'd had an opportunity to let the words out of my pie hole, I'd have said I always feel nervous when I see men in uniform. But apparently I'm under arrest for something. What am I under arrest for? That is none of your business. Actually, it's all of my business. I have rights. I mean, probably not in this century, but never mind. Don't argue with the officer. Don't talk to me in that way, you peasant. Oh, giddy aunt, I've been slapped in the face. Lay down your arms. Have these come specifically from the governor? Oh goodness. Good thing I've got someone here to help me. Oh goodness, the other fellow is dead. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about if that guy dies. If that guy dies because I can't muscle my way over there, I'm going to get really annoyed. Okay. Let's all just calm down, because we're in an absolute pickle, and everyone seems to hate me at the minute. My kitty aunt. I must have said something to offend the governor. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure Ralph was a good man. Save your compassion for yourself. I don't need it. Whatever you say, but why do you think the soldiers attacked us all of a sudden? I don't recall having a quarrel with the English. Especially since I have a quarrel myself. That is none of your business, and at any rate, I'm not going near another English flag for a while. I'm clearing out of this town, and I suggest you do the same. Wait! She doesn't seem very good at waiting. Oh, for crying out loud. You're under arrest. Well, at least you have a decent reason for arresting me now, given I've just murdered 4 of your men. If the odds were in your favour, you'd find me less agreeable, but fine, take me away. I insist on informing the governor of my arrest, however. After all, I am working for him. You know, if we'd been arrested for whatever it was we were arrested for before, that would be one thing, but now being arrested for a foursome of murders is going to be a bit dangerous. You're in no position to demand anything. Come with us. Devils! Have they arrested my friend as well?
Sorry, sir, I can't converse anymore.
I find that somehow an unreliable statement. A new prisoner? What are you so happy about? Don't you understand? A new prisoner means that our governor will give us some money for his keep, and I can snatch a part of it. How did you come to such a life? A prisoner wants to chat? Alright, let's chat, but I doubt you'll be sociable for long. Soon you'll just be sitting on your bed staring at the ceiling like the others. I've seen a lot of prisoners in my life. But you haven't answered my question. It is a long story, but what the hell? You've plenty of time to kill. Why don't I tell you my story? Yeah, probably the rest of my life, or at least until my execution comes along. Don't interrupt me, or I'll show you something. You'll spend the rest of your life walking in crutches. What's your words? The fact that I happen to sit in here in this cell does not mean I'll endure the insults of a humble jailer. I may not have a sword, but I've got a knuckle sandwich. You call me a humble jailer? Just so you know, I was once the finest gunner in the entire archipelago. Do you think I believe that? Who would dismiss a first-class gunner from a ship? I didn't think it could happen to me either. All this misfortune, and it all because of the cursed rum. They turned me out and didn't even pay me for my last months of work. Get me out of here, and I'll hire you for work on my ship as a gunner, and I'll put a stop to your drinking while we sail, or you can drink yourself to your heart's content once we're ashore. I don't like the idea. Why should I risk my life? Sit yourself down, and I'll go about my business. But wait! Sheesh, like the beginning of an Elder Scrolls game, stuck in a prison cell. What does my quest book say, other than sit here? Get out of jail. What? He said he was a good gunner, but he'd been fired for hard drinking. I offered him a berth as a gunner on my ship, but only if he'd let me out of the prison cell. He just laughed. Alright, I assume there's nothing like, nothing hidden in the corner. There seems to be something, some sort of invisible barrier that we can't go by, but other than that we seem to be in a pickle. Hello, Governor!
I serve England, and you would be wise to do the same.
I do serve England. I have been serving England very faithfully. I have been hunting the French. I have been reconnoitering on the French. I have been fighting the French. Not that that seems good enough for you, fancy-pantsy people who just decide to chuck me in that filthy rat-infested hellhole. Please accept my apologies once again for the actions of my soldiers. I expect you to take them out and spank them good and proper for this. I think money will prove to you how sorry I am. It'll better be a lot. I demand a lot of money and a new ship. The personal apology. Well, now that we are finished with all this nonsense, I would like you to come with me to my study. I have important matters to discuss with you. Of course you frickin' do. Can I have my weapons back?
To serve the world, my good captain.
Given at this point in history we own about a third of it, yeah, that doesn't surprise me, mate. Right then. Nobody can disturb us now. Please go ahead. First, I would like to share joyful news. Oxbay is free. Oh, good. On the one hand, I'm glad I got put in prison, because that means I don't have to get involved in that terrible fight. Okay, Oxbay is free. Hooray! You helped us greatly in our quest of victory, and thank you. You're welcome. Even though I didn't really help much, but alright. You've something for me next? Indeed. I want you to bring me the person who betrayed us and put our colony in such peril. His name is Raul Ramirez. May I ask what exactly he did? Inquisitive, I like that. Make no mistake, Ramirez is a traitor to the crown, most vile, and a betrayer of his own crew as well. He was carrying out a very important mission when he switched allegiances. When one of his crew warned me of Ramirez's betrayal, we were nearly able to prevent this calamity. Sadly, the poor fellow was already at death's door and could not tell me where Ramirez was heading. We know they stopped at the pirate encampment to resupply. You should go to the pirate camp, and if Ramirez is still there, arrest him. If he is not found, discover what you can. Interesting, however, facing pirates is dangerous, so I expect you to be well compensated. And you will be. I will pay you 5,000 gold now, and 5,000 when you betray. Not when you betray, kids aren't. When you return with the betrayer. A fair price. I will leave you now. Okay. Everything seems to be fine. I'm going to save, because, there is one thing that we need to sort out, and that is talking to him about the frigate, because if you remember correctly, when we were in the Greenford Tavern, we were talking to Ewan Glover, and he said something about a frigate being used strangely. So, is there anything I can, is there anything else I can, no, I don't seem to be able to talk to him about it. Okay then, fair enough. I presume there's nothing I can steal. It would seem the answer to that question is a resounding no, for I am not in the mood to steal a potted plant. Alright then. My giddy aunt. On the one hand, I'm really glad that all of that happened, because... Oh, you're alive! You're slightly bashed up, but you're alive. That is excellent. Okay. I'm sort of glad that we didn't have to get involved in that fight, because there was no way I was going to be strong enough to deal with the air. Have I anything I can need to sell? I have a few bits and pieces, yeah. I also need to, sell this, I expect. I was going to hang on to it in case I could give it to my friend, but he seems to have quite an interesting looking sword. I don't recognise that one, so we might sell the Dragon's Tongue without issue. Okay, I might buy a pistol as well for this guy, but again, I don't know how to give it to him.
What can I help you with?
Okay, I would like to see some personal items, please. Yes. Okay, let's start off by selling this, which we get a very good price for indeed, and this, which we get a few pennies for, but it's alright. It's not the end of the world. We could get a pistol, but that's $2 grand actually, and I don't want to buy it if I'm not actually going to be able to use it to give it to him. So until I can figure out how to like give him a new sword, I feel like I'm not going to be able to do that because I really don't know what the hell it is I'm doing. But never mind. Well, that's interesting. The relations with the French have gone to sort of neutral instead of utterly vicious and vicious. All right, that's bizarre, but all right, never mind. They're not they're not importing sailcloth here, are they? No, they're exporting it, so this would be a terrible place to sell that sailcloth that we've got. Alright, fair enough. None of that should really matter, because I want to put my plan into action about trying to get hold of a second ship. So, what we're going to do, as I said, is attempt to find some English ships and some pirate ships that are having a bit of a battle with each other, because then the English and me should outnumber, or at least match, the pirates, and we won't have to worry about being too severely outmatched, because I am very conscious of the fact that, hello friend, I am very conscious of the fact that in the, aren't you poor person, standing there in your shirt sleeves. Perhaps people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. I'm rather aware of the fact that the last time we fought the pirates and we were able to defeat them, there was of course their second ship there, which was actually that one at the time, when and then that sort of distracted the second ship, allowing me to do it sort of one at a time. My giddy. Sorry about that. If you heard a funny beeping noise, let me get rid of that. You saw nothing. Well, you didn't see anything, but you might have heard something. Okay, never mind any of that. I'm going to save before I do this, because this is very likely to go disastrously wrong. So, let me save here. Okay, let's get on our little ship and see if we are in... I mean, the hull's in decent condition. The sails aren't in great condition, which isn't good because we do need to get quite close in order to board. But we do have the advantage that we've got, if I remember correctly, we upgraded a couple of the... yeah, we got long range boarding and master of boarding, so that should make my boarding a bit better, even though I haven't upgraded my grappling skill. But never mind, we will figure it out as we go. So let's just go onto the map and see if we can find ourselves a bit of a scuffle. Because I could just find a few random pirates, but... mind you, there's English and French. They don't need to be. They don't need to be pirates. Now that I think about it, right? Oh my Gideon, where are the French? I don't know, but we do seem to be in the middle of a rather severe situation. I think those are the French, who we're neutral with, which I've just realised is a really dangerous thing for me to be standing here in the middle, because I don't want to get involved in a fight with the French. That's why I picked the pirates. I remember now. Oh my Gideon, I'm so bad at this game. I'm so bad at this game. Here we are. This is what I want. I want some English and some pirates. Here we go. Now, where are they? There's just the one. Okay, that's alright, because as soon as the ship moves, if it ever does, because I'd forgotten how frickin' slow the ship is. I mean, look at that one. That one's racing along. Okay, right, come on. I need to try and board it. Actually, let me move the camera so you can see the heads-up display. Right. Let me see what I can do. I can fire one cannonball from the front, and miss quite severely. Yeah, I think that's a lugger, which is what I used to be, which is significantly stronger than what or significantly faster than what I am now. So I want to try and get closer and board it. I'm really hoping he's going to sort of. I'm really hoping he's going to stop shooting at me for 5 frickin' seconds. I'm really hoping that he's going to sort of pull to our left, sort of come down the left side of us, and allow me to sort of come alongside and board him. So I'm sort of pulling hard a port here as best I can, in the hope of him not crashing into me, which is what he seems to be about to do if we're not exceedingly careful. I'm just going to drop the sails to try and reduce the speed of the impact. And we're on fire again. That looks kind of impressive, but also ridiculously scary. Okay. Oh my Gideon. This is... board! Yes, board! Board the ship! No! Don't! Board the ship, for crying out loud. Thank you. Okay, this is going to be alright. Hopefully. No, not him, for goodness sake. Oh good, I didn't do him any harm. And my officer's nearly dead. Right. Everything's fine. Everyone just calm themselves. Have a bit of treasure. For that I'm grateful. Okay, man alive, this is tense. Why did my officer nearly immediately die? I didn't... Oh, hang on a minute. This isn't openable. No, it is. I just wasn't standing close enough. I couldn't reach it with my very, very short fingers. Hang on a minute. What was that I picked up? It just looked like a bit of wrought metal. Your lucky ring. Well, hooray. I wasn't really lucky when I opened the bleeding box, though, was I? Sheesh. We've got the ship now, which is good. Can I open this box? No. Can I open... There isn't a box over here. It looks like I can go up here, though, which is kind of cool. Ooh, I can stand upon the deck of the ship and wonder where the steering wheel is. But never mind. Maybe this is the back of the ship, now that I think about it. I don't know which is the stem and which is the stern. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. Okay, then. Let us go below decks. Wherever that is. I think you just kind of have to be standing wherever you were when it first came up. Which I don't really remember where that was. It's not under the fast travel, is it? No. Okay, right. Where's the where's the door? And I get the hell out of here, please. This is not supposed to be the difficult part of boarding. Finding the exit. This is actually a rather severe issue. If I cannot find the exit here, the game may have bugged out, which is a bit serious. Oh no, you just press space and it's fine. Okay, right. Sheesh. Okay, okay, right. Let's have a look at his stuff first of all. He's got a few planks. He's got a little bit of wheat. He's got some wine. He's got some rum. He's got some mahogany and some cinnamon. Okay, we do have a little bit of space for that. So I am going. Although on the other hand, I kind of want to take the ammunition as well because that's sort of the most important thing that we need. Yeah. Let me prioritize taking the ammunition. I would like to take these, please. I should like to take all of these, please. And I should like to take the other more esoteric weaponry rather than the standard basic weaponry, which I think we can get by without because we've already got plenty of that. There we are, and we've got a tiny bit of space left, so let me see if I can, what would I like to have? I reckon the mahogany and the cinnamon are the sorts of things that will fetch a decent price, so I'm gonna try and I'm gonna fail to take any of that with me. Maybe I'll take all of the, cinnamon with me, actually. Yeah, and that leaves a little bit of space for a little bit of mahogany. Yeah, there we go. Because the rest of the, cargo will remain on the other ship. The thing is, if I sell the ship, I suspect that the cargo will go with it. So what I need to do is bring it back to Redmond, sell my cargo that's on my ship, then transfer the cargo out of his hold into my hold, then sell that, then sell the ship with an empty hold, so that the shipyard doesn't get a friendly little bonus there. Okay, let me come out of this and assign a captain. I wish to assign you. There we go. Hooray. Oswald has become Captain Oswald. This is excellent. So it is a lugger, but it's in very bad nick in terms of the hull. So I do like the fact that the lugger is a lot faster, but I also like the fact that the bark is a bit stronger and can last a bit longer in a battle. So, as soon as I drop my sails before we have a crash, we did it, and I do sincerely hope that you are very proud of me. Right then, let us go back onto the map, forget completely where Redmond was, and get back there and sell this ship. It is a good thing, actually, that the French are on my side now, because that does... yeah, that lugger is already catching me up, and we're not even trying. It's a good thing that the French are neutral with me now, because otherwise the seas would be a lot more dangerous. Okay, let me go to the tavern and rest for the night, I reckon, just in case there's anything in the.
Have a pint with me, old soul.
Yes, indeed, I think. What? What? It's late now. They'll start wandering in the morning. Oh, you mean we're literally just hiring the people that are standing in the bar? Oh, okay. I kind of thought you would, like, you know, ask around in the town or whatever, but never mind. We'll do that in the morning. I wish to have a room until the morning, please. Yes. Goodness. Is this going to be as profitable as it usually is? Yeah, it is. Kitty. A precious stone the colour of blood. It can fit perfectly in your sword and will make your hand stronger. I mean, technically it will, because you'll be carrying a few more grams of weight when you swing your sword, which means your arm will get a little bit more exercise, but that's going to be so marginal that I really wouldn't worry about it, mate. Right, never mind any of that. That was a very profitable little endeavour. So, you're presumably another officer that I could hire, but I don't really have the money for that kind of thing at the moment. Okay, I wish to hire some folks, please. I seem to have more people than I did before, which is bizarre, but never mind. If it's only 7 people, then, or 9 people, even if I could count, then that won't be expensive. So, best to have more crew, because the more crew you've got, obviously, the more efficiently your ship runs. I'm going to leave the camera where it is for the time being, because since this has gone vaguely successfully, I'd rather like to try again and hopefully find a bigger, more impressive ship to end up having a scuffle with. Okay, let's start with this ruby. Let's start with the ruby of destiny. Sell this for 300, sell that for 76, sell that for... Oh, it's worth a few pennies, actually. I don't know, does that actually have any effect? Because it says it's your lucky ring. Does having it in your inventory, like, increase your probability of winning something? I don't know. I'm not trying to try and understand these things. Oh, goodness, a grape shot pistol. What the hell is this? That does quite a lot of damage, slower reload time, a genuine hand cannon, formidable stopping power, but it lacks range and accuracy. Indeed it does, yeah, that's a lot of damage, isn't it? Because, my current pistol, so it's 8 seconds longer on the reload, much worse accuracy, so it needs to be done at point blank range, but it does do a lot of damage. The thing is, I don't really use the pistol at point blank range. I'm more likely to use it at the beginning of a fight, when I'm a bit further away from somebody. So I might hold off on that for the time being, as interested as I am in shooting someone in the face with that. That looks nice. Okay then, let me see about some cargo as well. I could sell some of these as well, and the good thing is about the ammunition is you sell it for exactly the same price you buy it, so you don't make a loss if you sell it because you've got too much of it. So I might actually unload some of this for the sake of it. I'll actually keep hold of these, the sailcloth and the planks, because I can use them for repairing my ship on the run, so that's useful. Let's sell the mahogany because make a few pennies off that at least, and the cinnamon makes a very good price. I like that indeed. Okay, was there anything else? I don't think we had anything else to hand. So let me go back on there, because I think it said... Yeah, I can now come on here and try to sell stuff on here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So we'll keep the planks. We're not worried about them. Wheat, very, very low price, but it's better than nothing, and I can't be bothered to go anywhere else to sell it. So we'll sell the wine as well, and we'll sell some rum. Always goes for a good price. Good bit of rum. A little bit more mahogany. Sell that as well. Okay then, so I suppose really I should sell all of this, because if I'm going to sell the ship, then there's no need to have this to hand. So I'm going to strip it of its arms, as it were. Is the fact that the ship has been broken to bits from the fight that we had going to reduce its value? I presume that it is, but we'll find that out when we get to the to the shipyard. And I think I'm also going to sell a few things of my own. Yeah, I might sell like 500 of these perhaps. It's only 250 gold, but the space is nice. And I might sell 500 of these as well. I also need to figure out how to change the ammunition type so that we can actually use the specific ammunition types that we want to in combat, is what I'm trying to say. Cargo hold. Can I move the planks to my... No, did I sell the planks? That was sensible of me, wasn't it? Get it. Never mind. I have been stupid, but this shouldn't surprise anybody. Okay, let me go to the shipyard and see what we can sell this lugger for, and if it's any decent price, then we will try again. I think the shipyard is just over here. Yes, indeed. Also wouldn't mind going back to Oxben, having a little chat with another little shipyard man. We might do that if we don't immediately encounter anyone of interest.
I assure you, Captain, our chain shot can rip the mast off a galleon at 100 yards.
I'm not entirely sure I wanted to do that, but never mind. I presume those are the, what do you call them, nipples or something? Can I try to sell this? How much could I sell it for? 11 grand? That's in knackered condition, and it's for 11 grand? That is a good price. I'm going to sell that. I am going to sell that. That was a very good price indeed. So we're starting to get a bit of money together. Whoa, a battleship. That's really expensive. Like, stupidly expensive. And with a crew of 600, can you imagine what the salary is going to be like? But look at the hull. That's a lot of hit points compared to my little dinky one. Significantly faster and more manoeuvrable as well, despite the fact that it's enormous. But never mind. And big cannons on it as well, which is lovely. Okay, well that was quite successful, wasn't it? So, I still have my friend here to hand where I need. Okay, well that went quite well. We made 11 grand off that. That was quite a profitable little venture. That officer has already paid for himself and a good bit extra. Okay then, let us try that again. Again, I'm going to save when we get down to the port for the sake of quaking in my boots about the unreliability. What beautiful weather we've got! You know, the weather forecast said that we'd have glitches in the ocean all day today, but they got it wrong. Those ill-educated meteorologists, although to be honest, meteorology probably hadn't even been invented by this century, but never mind. This is actually a really bad ship to try and do this in, because it's not manoeuvrable, and boarding you need a manoeuvrable ship. I mean, the only reason I was able to board that lugger was because he ran into me, but never mind. I didn't save. I really need to save. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, let me save. There we go. There we go. Okay then, let us go out for additional pirate mischief. Okie dokie then. Which way is Oxmoor, by the way? I think it's south of here, so we'll sort of go roughly south. Those might be English, I'm not entirely sure who they are actually, but whoever they are, they should be friends with me. Oh, there's quite a lot of them. There's quite a lot of them, and they're significantly bigger and stronger than I am. This could go disastrously badly for me if everyone starts shooting at me at the same time. What I'm going to try and do is board one ship, because I can't have more than one. So I'm going to try and board this one here, and then run away. I apologise for the frame rate. It's probably trying to do quite a lot. Oh, goodness, I see you've decided to board. Come on, hit him again. Oh, my giddy up. So long as that wasn't my, Wait. Wrong moment. Oh, at least you can see a new death screen. Hey, chucked me overboard. Oh, I thought we were on the seabed. No, we're actually on a little island somewhere. Oh, good. Well, that went well, didn't it? In fairness, I wasn't expecting like 3 galleons to turn up, but never mind. Let's try that again. See, this is why we save. This is why we save, because I'm rubbish at this. Dear. The thing is about fighting high-level ships, they've probably got high-level people on them, and I'm not very high-level yet. Okay, let's try that again, and this time hope that we encounter slightly smaller fish. Literally. Who's that? Some pirates and some Spaniards. Yeah, we'll have a go with that. Why not? Why not have a go with the Spaniards? Oh, good. It's exactly the same situation again. Except slightly worse, because I think the Spanish ships are actually slightly smaller. I really want the galleon, because I'd probably prefer to have the galleon, then I could sell the bark. But it all depends on whether I can actually board the bleeding thing or not. Okay, let's try this again. I'm pulling us hard to port. I think port is left. I could be wrong. I need to bring us up to the side and hopefully not crash into him. Let me just draw the sails, try and slow us down a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, right. I'm going to open with a pistol shot. Come on, die. I keep pressing all the wrong buttons because I don't know what I'm doing because I'm playing this game weeks apart. Sheesh. These guys are really high level. I really, really, really want that big ship. But never mind. We'll keep grinding until we get a better one, I guess. Oh man alive, that first little adventure with the lugger, I think, made me too bold, I think is the problem. Let's see what else we can do. There's some English and some French, but I can't really get involved in that because I don't want to handle the pirates on my own. Okay. What have we got? A galleon, which is the thing I keep trying to board and fail at, so I don't even have anyone here to help me. And what looks like a frigate of some kind. Alright. This ship is not very fast, and it looks like they're turning in order to hit me with their broadside, so this is going to hurt a lot. You might get to see a ship get sunk at this point, and here's a hint, it's not going to be one of them. Oh gosh. Thank heaven they've got such a terrible accuracy rating. See, look how much more manoeuvrable that ship is than me. I really want that ship for myself. Or even the other ship. Look, I know the other ship might be the same as me, actually. Oh my giddy aunt. Bring us about. Shoot in the wrong direction. Giddy aunt. Come on. Fire! Fire! Thank you! Into the sea and miss completely. Frickin' brilliant. Okay, this is not going spiffingly well, because as I said, this ship is very, very slow. Okay, I seem to be at their mercy as to whether they decide they want to board me. Oh gosh, this really is not going very well. Can I stand in all of the fire? Not really, no. Okay, I don't think I can shoot him. I've pressed the wrong button. I don't think I can shoot him from this angle. Oh man alive, this ship is so slow. I rather regret giving up my the victory and adopting the turncoat instead. It's good as a cargo vessel, but not really good as a cavalry vessel. Okay, come on, we can do this. If they decide that they want to board us, we can do this. Oh, this is a lot of damage I'm taking here. I want to bring us about to starboard so that I can shoot at them, but at the same time I don't, because I'm not going to be able to sink them. I just want to board them. Oh man alive. Right, come on, bring us about to port, and we shall see if we can drag this out of a failure and turn it back into something vaguely resembling a success. Right, come on, we'll fire at them again. And miss quite severely. Again, hooray. Man alive, this is the wrong ship to try and do this in. Okay, yeah, it seems to be completely at their mercy as to whether boarding happens or not. I'm going to give up on trying to get that ship. I want to try and get this one instead, because I feel like I've got a better chance of that. And whatever it is, it should be worth a few pennies at least. At least everyone's accuracy is equally terrible, so that's nice at least. We might be a bit too far away from them in order to board, but we'll see what we can manage. I love that everyone's just standing there really lackadaisically on their ship, just wiping their eyes and stuff. Oh my giddy aunt, yeah, we were too far away to board, which is a shame. We needed to be a lot closer than that, which was an absolute tragedy. But never mind, it's not going to be nearly as big of a tragedy as when my ship sinks. Right. I'm not even sure which of them I'm firing at this moment, but it doesn't really matter because we're still going to die. I also ridiculously still have my French flag on, which I didn't realise before. Man alive, this is not going well. Can you get this over with and give me a mercy killing? Right, come on, let's fire at them again. Didn't actually want to fire at that one, but never mind. I'm going to bring us about to port, and I'm going to try and get this, what I think is a galleon of some form. I'm going to try and get him. This is going to be a very last-ditch effort, and if I can succeed in boarding the ship, then I am definitely going to need to take it as my own. Because look, he's got 2 rows of cannons. I've only got 1 little row of cannons. That's not fair. I was going to say my accuracy got better then, but really it didn't. Okay, well, kiss your loved ones goodbye, crew, because this is the bit where we die. Yep, this is the bit where we die. This is the bit where we sink and die. Oh gosh, we're going to die. Yeah. Oh well, you can't win them all. After all the success we had last week, I suppose it was only natural we were all going to die and suck at everything this week. Alright, one more try. And there's that shark we met last week or the week before. Yeah, I noticed. I noticed the whole me dying bit. Okay. Last try. Last try. at doing this correctly. And if I fail at this again, then we'll just go to Ox Bay, and it's even worse than usual. Sheesh, the weather's got worse. If that doesn't work, then we'll just go to Ox Bay and speak to the shipyard man and see if we can figure out what exactly he thinks he's playing at. Come on, I want to find a battle between some friends and some foes. Here we go. This is what I want. Now, I'm going to try and park myself right here so that I'm right next to a ship and ready to board it as soon as we arrive. Okay, this looks like something I might be able to win if I could only get one of those ships there. I could definitely have one of them. Let me fire at somebody. At you! Yes, I'm glad I don't even know who I'm shooting at. Okay, this is going to go quite badly. Because there's still another one of you that I'm dealing with. Ouch! That was a lot of damage I just took. I love that all of the pirates are completely ignoring the Spaniards that they were fighting and have decided to assault me instead. Oh, come on. I do not want to try and tackle the galleon. I want to try and tackle this red ship here on the right. To be honest, I'd prefer the blue one on the far right, but never mind. You can't have everything. We'll repaint it when we get home. If we get home. Right, come on. I'm just too slow in this ship. Got to get something better, and I can't afford to buy anything better. Pressing space for all the good it's doing. Thank you. Man alive. I didn't realise there was such a lag in this. You would have thought when you're just shouting from the steering wheel of your ship that you need to fire. You think they'd get on with it, but apparently not. The pirates do seem to be retreating, which is encouraging. Although, mind you, the Spanish seem to be doing that as well. At least the big Spaniards are. The little Spaniards seem to be joining me. Not that it seems to be doing us any good because we're too slow. Right, fire at him at least. There we go. Right, come on. Yeah, here we are. The blue one's coming about my way. I'm going to pull us harder starboard, and then maybe, just maybe, if the pirates fancy, we might engage in a little bit of a boarding, and we might stand a chance at actually getting that ship. No, because I've been sunk again. Hooray. You've seen this death animation. You don't need to see it again. Right, it would seem that I got amazingly lucky when it was just one-on-one with those English and those pirates. So let's go to Ox Bay and speak to the shipyard man and see if he has a better ship that we can buy. At least a faster one. Oh my giddy aunt, the woman I don't want there to be any pirates, and suddenly you people appear. Sheesh. Oh, fine. If you insist. I mean, you don't, but never mind. Oh, there's only one! There's only one! He's probably going to get sunk before I can get him, but this is good. This is good. That looks like a galleon and a frigate and something I don't recognise. It's a little bit smaller than mine. It doesn't have 3 masts. It only has 2. Oh no, there's 4 English ships there. Goodness, that's impressive. You see, the problem is I think that's only a sloop, which is a very small ship. It's also a very fast ship, which means I got no chance of catching it. Alright, let me pull us a little bit to starboard. No, a little bit to port, actually, I reckon. Come on. Come on, I don't want to crash into it, but the angle of boarding doesn't matter anymore, so come on. Come on. Let's catch them. Eventually. Oh, come on, please. Please. See what I should do? I should cripple their sails. That's what I should be doing, shouldn't I? Because then they won't be able to move so fast, and I can catch up to them. Problem is I don't know how to switch the switch the weapon types around. Switching on deck and flying mode. No, that's not what I want. From hot action, yes. I don't even know how I'd mime that, but I don't even think I want to try. Maybe it's like in the cargo hold or something? Can I like equip this? No, I don't know how to do that. I'm going to have to research how to do that before we come back for next week, but come on. I know you guys want to escape, and you guys don't even seem vaguely interested. Man alive, you people are dwarfing me. I've also realised I don't think you people are English, because there's no vertical red line. I think you might be, maybe Portuguese? I'm not entirely sure. Portuguese. Sheesh. Sorry. I'm offending a lot of the continent today, and I sincerely apologise for that. Right. I do feel like somebody's baby brother, and I'm like turned up to a fight, and I'm like, I'm gonna help! Charging in with, really, I don't stand a chance. In fairness, oh, they've got some kind of gremlin thing on the front of their ship. That's rather impressive. Yeah, I don't stand a chance of catching them. This really is not the ship to attempt this in, but never mind. Yeah, because whoever these people are probably going to sink that guy before I can even have a chance to catch him, assuming they don't crash into the arse of me, or I don't crash my arse into them. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Or they don't crash into each other, now that I look at things. Yeah, that guy's like 5 minutes away from... Whew, that was a sneaky maneuver you people pulled off there. I'm very impressed with your boatmanship. Okay, see, look how fast their ships are compared to me. Look at that frigate, it's racing around. It's not fair. Alright, I'm going to stick out this for no particularly good reason, because I'm hoping that if I do a tiny bit of damage by hitting it occasionally, then I might get a few experience points when it sinks, due to all of their cannon fire. Although, mind you, he has turned back to my direction this time around, so he's swinging my way, and I might stand a chance if I can only get close enough to him fast enough. Right, come on. Come on, for crying out loud. Come on. Come on. Little bit closer, little bit closer, little bit closer, little bit to port, little bit to port, little bit to starboard. Actually, now that I think about it, we're getting a little bit too close. Alright, prepare to board! No, not that, for crying out loud. Board, here we go. Okay, right, now let me remember how to actually fight here. There we go. I might actually do this vaguely decently. Oh, hooray, and none of my crew died. I am grateful. You people all deserve a big old mug of rum when we get back. Oh, my giddy aunt. Well, I'm glad that went well. Oh, something vaguely valuable as well. Good! Let's pay for all the ship repairs. My giddy aunt. Well, I'm glad that sort of went well, but, because as I said last week, I hate ending things on a failure, but, it's okay. What is it? Oh my giddy aunt, there's a second level! Nobody told me. Nobody warned me. Okay. Presumably this is what when you're on bigger ships. I'd forgotten about this. I did have a vague memory of there being second levels, but when we boarded the first ship, when we boarded the bark that we're now commanding, I assumed that I was wrong because there wasn't a second level, but presumably that means that boarding bigger ships is harder because you do have to get through more levels of fight. Yes, it's a sloop, which isn't particularly valuable. But hey-ho, it's better than nothing. It's better than a watery grave, which is all I've been getting thus far. Right, let me assign a captain, because that's what your job is at the minute, mate. And let me see if they've got any decent stuff. Also, I'm confused. It seems to me like we've always got 2,100 cannonballs. Am I currently using something else? Because if so, I really need to figure out how to stop wasting stuff. Okay, leather can definitely be sold for a good price at Oxbay, so I definitely want the leather. Not sure about the clothes or the coffee, but I don't know, I'm going to assume the coffee. Coffee seems a slightly rarer commodity, although mind you, it's not very heavy, we might be able to have all of it. There we go, okay. So we've got the cargo, if nothing else. So, yeah. We're not in terrible condition. Sails are in bad nick, which in fairness, the sails getting more and more damage is slowing my ship down further and further, so, it's not great, is it? Stop shooting at my friend! We need to get out of here. Giddy aunt, we need to go to Oxbay and not encounter any more pirates. I don't know who that is, but I think they're friendly. Okay, right. Drop the sails! Drop the sails. Jeez, this is stressful. Yeah, that ship is going to go for nothing, because that ship is in dreadful condition. Okay, let me go to Oxbay. And not get shot at. Good. And go to the port. Good. And the English are here. Excellent. Of this I am grateful. Okay, let's go to the tavern and relax. Oh, hello friend. Are you happy to be free of the French?
Hey, Governor. Come and have a wee bit of the old Tom Thumb, eh?
Indeed. Anything to say about the English and the French and their various scufflings? Never mind. That that might be something to look into next time, actually. You came just in time. A merchant was searching for the right company to travel with. You better talk to him. He's here now, coming into the tavern. I'll do that. We can have a side mission.
Avast ye scurvy knave!
Indeed, that's what I said last week. I heard you're looking for a job. Did you stick your ear in through the window? Something like that. I've heard you're looking for a man to guide you in your ship. Where are you trying to go? How much money are you paying? To the French island for 8,000 gold. That's a very good price. That's a very good price indeed. But I presume that I don't have to go immediately. Probably not. He's perhaps in like a third. Yes, here we are. Here he is indeed. The Union. Indeed, the union of me and he. And his ship's in much better condition than mine is. I've had a dreadfully piratey thought. You don't think that I could escort a merchant there along and then attack him and steal his ship, do you? That would be an interesting way of making money.
Know the secret to a good spot of grog? A pinch of gunpowder. Ah.
What? It'll cost you 5 gold pieces. Yes, I guess you can get away with that even though he's charging the same price as everyone else. But never mind. I don't mind. It's a perfectly reasonable price. And there's always something in here that's worth more than 5 gold, so I ain't complaining. Okay, let's conduct a little bit of business here in terms of selling that sloop and selling the cargo that we've got, and then we can then we'll leave it there for the week. And ooh, is that just a standard healing potion? Small healing potion, yes, indeed. And then next week we can do a little escort mission to the French island, which would be good actually, because it allows us to have a better look around the French island now that we're neutral with them instead of having a great big fight.
I welcome your coin and your company.
A few things for myself. Did I get anything? Oh yeah, we had that lump of gold, didn't we? Which is definitely worth selling. So we'll definitely sell that. A little pot, which is worth a few pennies. So I ain't complaining about that. Anything else for sale of interest? No, not really. Okay then, let's do the cargo.
Bucko.
Yeah, can I sell his cargo? This companion can't trade. Oh, that seems fair, but would have entertained me if we could have done that. Never mind. I'll get my ship mended up as well. I think because we've certainly taken enough damage that we need to. So let me sell that and sell this. Well, never mind getting a good price for that. That was a dreadful idea. Never mind. We do not have a lot of hold space free because we're just full of all these weapons that we can't make much use of. But never mind. Was that everything? Did he have anything that we needed to sell? No. Oh, I had some coffee. I'd forgotten about that. Unless coffee's contraband here. In which case, I've made a real big boo-boo turning up here with contraband, if that's the case. Yep, coffee's contraband here. If there's a smuggler in the tavern, we might be able to sell that. And that would allow me to show you the smuggling as well, which could be interesting. So we might play around with that as well next week. So that gives us a few real jobs, doesn't it? Okay then, let me go to the shipyard and sell this sloop for the about 5 quid he's going to give me, given what terrible nick it's in.
Yes, sir, we can patch her right up.
I hope indeed that you can. What will I get for this, actually? 10 grand! Really? For a ship that's got more holes in it than a cheese grater? Okay, fine. Oh my giddy aunt. I could actually afford something better. I think this is what those pirate ships were that we were looking at. Because if you look, they've got that kind of flat arse there, and this sort of long pointy bit at the front, which I think is what we had before. But we could even afford a caravel, which is perhaps what we were dealing with actually. Perhaps it wasn't a galleon. How do these ships sort of compare with mine? Actually, let's have a look at this one, because this reminds me a bit of the lugger that we had before. Slightly larger crew, significantly faster, significantly more manoeuvrable, stronger hull, about half the cargo size, which is a bit of a shame. What about this one? Almost double the strength of the hull, good bit faster, hell of a lot more manoeuvrable, more cannons, bigger crew, better, no, same caliber of weapon, I think, but slightly smaller hold, but that's alright, I reckon. Or we could have that. How does that compare in price? Only a tiny bit more expensive. How does that compare with this? Less manoeuvrable, bit faster, just a little bit stronger, bigger crew, bigger hold. It's interesting, you seem to have sort of two types of ships as you go along. You have these sort of little dinky ships, as it were, like this, like the Tartane, the schooner and the lugger, which seem to be more manoeuvrable than these larger ships, but and have smaller holds as well, so smaller but speedier, as it were. Alright, we might buy a new ship, I'm not entirely sure, but I'll leave that for next week, I reckon, because I'm absolutely whacked. So, oh, I need to talk to you about the gold, don't I? I want to talk to you about the chest you asked me to take to Redmond. I'm afraid not. Someone, or should I say something, got in the way. Something. Two men who couldn't be killed with a blade. Then it's true. What's true, and why didn't you warn me? It's nothing. I mean, it's a terrible shame you were attacked. Spill it, or spill your blood. Make a choice. Wait, I'll tell you what I know. There's a story of a horrible pirate. He ransacked and sacked ships. Sounds a bit like me. He saw no mercy, and one day he did something so terrible that even God abandoned him forever. This pirate became something unspeakable. The Walking Dead! In fairness, I don't think that TV show had been commissioned by this point, so don't worry about it. They say he and his crew still hunt and loot ships, and now no one can hope to resist them, because they can't be killed. It said he's searching for something, ancient coins, or treasure lost here in the archipelago. Madness! A story to frighten children, surely. Is it? You saw those dark pirates with your own eyes. I sent that chest to my old foe, Charles, in the belief that it contained the treasure they sought. I hoped they might find him and kill him eventually. You have to believe me, I never thought that they'd catch up with you first. Where did you obtain the chest? A man sold it to me. He asked very little in return, and promised that I could rid myself of my old rival simply by sending it to him. Where may I find this man? He lives on the French island. How convenient. Near the port. He is the one you want to talk to. He knows much more about the chest than I do. If I weren't a man of honour, which interestingly is being spelt in the American fashion, which is interesting. I didn't know Keller was an American company, but never mind. I'd make you pay for putting me in such danger, but never mind. Just give me a free ship and we'll forget all about it. That's interesting then. What the whole heckin' load of you? By which I mean you, just shush. That's interesting. What does it say in the quest book about it? Deliver a closed chest. Yes, this one. He seems not the fool he said to be. He already knows the legend of the skeletal pirates and cursed coins. He wanted me to deliver the cursed coins to his enemy. Not a bad joke, but the pirates spoiled it. Apparently the fella who knows all about this business lives on the French island. Indeed. So next week we will go to the French island and we will escort this merchant there and get a payment, which will get us a good bit of money and recoup some of the money we might spend on a new ship. And I want to quickly run back behind this house and see if there's any secret there. And we'll also have an investigate about this cursed gold, because this is very interesting, because this does lead into one other thing about this game which I know and remember, which is actually related to Pirates of the Caribbean. That is a little ship. Actually, it's not a very little ship, if I remember correctly. It's a rather large and dangerous ship that you can encounter, but we'll leave all of that for the time being. So, that's quite exciting here, Lake. We liberated Ox Bay. Hooray! We engaged in a lot of fighting. We lost the vast majority of the fights, and I sunk the ship a good few times, but we made a bit of money. We made about 21,000, I think, by selling those two ships, which is not a terrible profit, I think. So, and we got that officer as well now, which we can just sort of keep for captaining ships if we ever encounter any others. So, I think that went decently well and not disastrously terribly. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.